All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever live stream of Pokemon Yellow Legacy. Today, I thought what better way to start off the new year than start it with a very early build showcase of the Pokemon Yellow Legacy ROM hack. So, just getting into this straight away, we've already got it just out the gates. Two features to show off that I'm very excited about. The first one is we're actually going to be starting this game with a hard mode difficulty. So normal is completely unchanged Pokemon, but in Crystal Legacy we actually later added a second mode of the game called hard mode. And basically what hard mode does, we'll play on hard mode today, is it makes it so that you are forced to play in set mode rather than you kill a Pokemon and, hey, would you this person's going to send out Onix, would you like to switch your Pokemon? You don't get that. No items in battle, and then you are forced to be under the level cap of the gym or equal. So if Brock is 14, then you'll be forced, your Pokemon won't go past 14 until you beat Brock. So it's hard mode. Really, it's kind of just balanced, I suppose. The other thing that I'm really, really excited about is there were some tutorials for this already, and we thought, why not introduce it? Sabra55 and Mateo, I do want to give shout outs to them, people that did this tutorial, as well as Long Lost Soul. We have character selection, which is really cool. This is not something that we did, our team. We just followed the tutorial, but check this out. You ready for this? It's pretty cool. I'm pretty fired up about this. I just looked at this today. Craig got this working in our ROM, and yeah. Ready for this? Pikachu is taking. There it is. sorry, but there it is. I'm gonna go green because I feel like to me this is like green. I don't know, but I'm very excited about this feature. I think it's a really cool thing to have. And the rival is still gonna be blue. It's always blue. But to me, that's just kind of like a fun little addition. Wyatt K also says, it's been a minute, bro. Been rewatching all the zombie streams. Love all the Pokemon content. Glad I could catch a stream again. Keep up the great content. So thank you so much. You're the first super chat of the year. So congratulations. And there we go. Green. I don't know. It feels cool. It's a really, really cool feature. So I know a lot of people will be excited about that because Gen 1 doesn't have that. It's only red. Come on. How cool is that? That's very exciting. Very exciting to me anyway. I love it. So I think a lot of people, regardless of whether they like running red, I think a lot of people will probably end up running green just because it's different and it's cool to see. Come on. I don't know. To me, that's just really neat. So those are two fun out of the gate features. Oh man, look at that. We have a running feature too. I actually didn't even realize that was implemented already, but yeah. So Craig's been doing some work. Basically, I guess to give you guys a bit of a background, Craig is kind of like our code guy. He's the man. He does a lot of the more fancy stuff. I'm more the vision and the gameplay, I suppose you'd say. So what I've been working on is moves and Pokemon. Taking a very different approach than how we did with Crystal Legacy. And what I've been doing is basically I want to get the Pokemon balanced before we start team building, right? What we did in Crystal Legacy is the first video I made is how I'd fix the gym leaders. And then I had to go back and fix a lot of the gym leaders. So what I want to do this time is get all the Pokemon, get the stat balances kind of in line, especially fix the learn sets because Gen 1 are notoriously bad. We've already fixed all the moves. So with that done, I think then you have you fix the building blocks, right? You're fixing the smallest building blocks to make good Pokemon. And now you have good Pokemon, and then you can fix all the trainers and all that stuff and make that. I think we're kind of working from the ground up in this one, and I feel like it's just going to be a little more methodical, and it's going to be a little more logical, and I think it should allow us to sort of refine the game a little bit better. I think we'll just go with Pikachu for the name. And so yeah, I think that makes sense to me anyway. The moves are done. I didn't get to hear what the changes were. So yeah, we'll like with Crystal Legacy, we made videos. Also, look at that back sprite. That's actually pretty cool. But anyway, with all the changes we're gonna make, like, need to preface, this is an early build. This is early. We are in the, like, so much is going to change in the final build from what you see in the stream today. I'm gonna still be making videos to highlight all the things, and then we'll make one final big video to highlight everything once. Holy crap. We might lose this? I think we're good though, right? There it is. Taking L's to Eevee. Or taking L's from Eevee? Anyway, Pikachu be like that. I guess we did have a potion, but because we're playing in hard mode, couldn't use it, right? Anyway, what I was trying to say, what was I trying to say? Is, yeah, we're going to make videos highlighting everything, and it's going to be, like, very discussion-based. So, like, here is the tentative plan for all this stuff. Now that you've heard my tentative plan, comment what you think, you know, open to suggestions. That's what we did. Like, in the Gym Leader video originally, I had a really weird team. Like, for Crystal Legacy, I had a really weird team for Claire, and a bunch of people, you know, submitted advice, and it ended up being like, wow, this is amazing advice. And, you know, we work together. Sometimes you get bad suggestions and you don't go with that. But also want to mention today, very open to suggestions. We are so in that early stage. So if you do have any ideas that you'd like to suggest, like, absolutely open to them. One thing I do just want to say right out the gates too is a lot of people are, like, wondering, how is Pikachu going to, you know, fit into this because it's so bad. So the one thing that we've done is we've made it so that Pikachu actually has a higher badge boost than all the other Pokemon. So when you beat Brock, the attack stat of all your Pokemon go up by 12.5%. And what we've done currently is we've actually made that go up by 25%. Did you see that? Did you see that? I'll show you. I'll get another fight. I'll show you again. So yeah, anyway, the idea though is that Pikachu will be growing as you get more badges, so that we're probably going to have to work on its stats as well. But the problem is if you make its early stats too good, then it will just steamroll everything in the start. And so it's having it like, you don't get the special boost, for example, until you fight Blaine, and then you get that 25% boost on Pikachu. So we're hoping that helps. But you see that? EXP bar. I'm sorry, I don't. Who made that? I don't have them on hand right now. You guys are starting to see some changes, though. You guys are starting to see some changes. A lot of people noticed the other thing. Gust is special. That's not true. Gust is flying type. Gust is flying type. Crazy. Crazy. Who would imagine that the early move that a bird learns is flying type? Yeah, the badge boost glitch on Pikachu will be cracked. Absolutely, because it'll give it a 25 every time. Basically, the way the badge boost glitch works is every time you up your stats, the badge boost is applied to your team. So it should make Pikachu pretty good, but Pikachu's also pretty bad to begin with. So yeah, I was man, having an XP bar is very nice. What are we doing with the badge boost glitch? We're not going to touch the badge boost glitch. To me, it's a very iconic part of Generation 1. the general philosophy that I've been taking is like, if it's something that is like good and iconic to Gen 1, man, that's so nice. Then we're going to keep it in, right? So I guess a good example is the way critical hits work in this game is they're based on speed. And it's very different from modern games, but it creates a very different experience where really fast Pokemon are going to crit like 1 in 4 times roughly as they get strong. And then high crit moves basically make it so that your Pokemon always lands a crit. That's just a neat feature of Gen 1, and so that's something that we're going to just keep. Now, I'll get to what things we do want to remove, but first I'm going to talk about this next super chat from Rafa, who says, you should make Struggle a typeless move and only do 1/8 of your health and recoil damage. Keep up the great work. Also, buff Bug type. So, we will get to Bug type in a bit, Rafa. First of all, thank you for the super chat. But yeah, a lot of people have been talking how Struggle is a normal type move in this game. And so that means it actually, my understanding is that it is there by like, it's like under the rules of normal type. So it is like, it has like type effectiveness, which we don't really want. I don't really like Struggle being like that. So we've been talking about making it typeless. And actually, really fun idea, this is one of our playtesters had, is making it bird type. So there's a type in Generation 1 that is programmed, but it's not, you never see bird type, not flying type, bird type. The only time you see it is actually on Missing No. You've probably noticed Missing No is like bird type and something else. And yeah, it's interesting because it has no type effectiveness or anything. And so it just hits everything for neutral damage. So if you made Struggle a bird type move, you would never see that it's bird type move. But it's just a sneaky way to kind of make it so that you don't have to like, it's just like a really sneaky but clever workaround, basically. You would never actually see it. Oh, I suppose in this bar. No, because you don't select Struggle, it just happens. So you'd never actually see it. And that's why we like it, is because it's just the easiest way to code it, basically, is what I'm saying. It's just sometimes coding is like, it's just like, how can we make this effective rather than adding all these lines of code to do it, which there's not a lot of room in this game to do that. So, not going to get the map. Honestly, no, I don't need the map. I know Kanto. So these are, I guess you guys have seen some of the sort of add-on features. Now, the thing that I've been working on, like I said, has been moves, balancing Pokemon, and wild encounters. Now, there's actually a 1% chance to find Sparrow on this route, and we did that purely for the anime, because in the anime, Ash does get attacked by a Sparrow. Well, like a swarm of Sparrows, but, so we just kind of wanted to do a little nod, since there's a 1% chance for Pidgeotto to spawn in Viridian Forest, because Ash catches one. We kind of wanted to do the same thing, as like throw in some of those, like, just like things from the anime. But the thing a lot of people have been asking about, which we're not going to do I have Pokeballs? Do you just not get Pokeballs? Do you have to buy them, or did I miss talking to someone? Anyway, I'm going to buy some Pokeballs. We're not going to add like an event where you have to fight like 50 Sparrows or something. Like stuff like that is not what we're trying to do. Like, we're trying to keep it in line with the games. But at the same time, like, throwing it in anime spots where we can, that is in line with the original vision of Yellow. So like, Pidgeotto had a 1% chance. Why not add that Sparrow in too? Stuff like that. Not like, okay, you're going to go to a random gym and fight this dude that... Yeah. Maybe a glitchless way to get Mew. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so this is our first new encounter. Rafa, before we get to this encounter, Rafa says maybe a glitchless way to get Mew. Look, we added it in Crystal Legacy. you sure as hell know we're going to add it in this game. We haven't figured out how we're going to do that yet. Everyone likes to say under the truck. I hate it because it's just like, you could add it as like an Easter egg or a reference, but like just putting it under the truck is so like, in my opinion, it's just really lazy and not like very iconic to like how you should catch like the most rare Pokemon is just under a rank. I don't know. We're going to do something cooler. I liked how we did it in Legacy, where Crystal Legacy, where it was on the bridge, because that's where everyone does the glitch for it. But there's still room to figure that out. Anyway, Rafa, appreciate the super chats. Thank you very much. Anyway, Poliwag. This is a Pokemon that we've added because my big problem with early Gen 1 is there are no counters to Brock. You have to catch Nidoran or you have to catch Mankey. Or I suppose catching a Caterpie works as well. But generally, it's like there weren't a lot of options. So we're adding one of each of the 3 elemental Pokemon to before Mount Moon. So the first one we have here is a Poliwag. I guess we should do some swap training here, which is not the most fun thing to do, but it's it's the reality of life sometimes. I suppose I could have done rare candies. Yeah, I feel like Mew is deserving of a side quest, not just under the truck. You just want more. Like maybe you touch the truck and it like shakes or something, but you know what I'm getting at? Like we want more. So type effectiveness chart. That's a really good question. Are you going to fix that? Yes and no. So for me, there are some type effectiveness things in Gen 1 that felt like it was intentional. So for example, okay, I got 2 super chats. The chat is going so fast. I need to answer these super chats before we get to it, okay? So L1011 TriStar with that fat 20 bomb. We've also put Mankey here. You can still catch it on the other route, but it's in higher prevalence here because we wanted to move Poliwag to that route. I know not everyone is going to love it, but I felt like right next to a forest also works for Mankey, and we just didn't want all the interesting Pokemon stuck on 22. Poliwag worked on that route because it's... Why did it work? Oh, because there's a pond there. So that's why Mankey is also here now. It's like moved to like a 5% chance on the other route in case people don't look at like a playthrough thing and are like, well, where's Mankey? I've been looking for hours. Like eventually you'll find it. But currently Mankey is higher prevalence here with Poliwag replacing the higher prevalence of Mankey on Route 22. Now, TriStar, L1011 TriStar with that 20 bomb says Caterpie is in the game. Caterpie, I'm pretty sure, was always in the game. And wasn't it Weedle that is not in the game? I got a hair in my mouth. I'm almost positive it was Weedle. Both of the bugs are in the game, though. So, yeah. Thank you for the super chat. And then we have Oscar Soto Jr. says, would you be allowed to reveal move type changes beyond Crystal Legacy updates? I wondered your thoughts on making Thrash Dragon type. Love having blue and yellow. So... allowed to reveal move type changes beyond Crystal Legacy updates. Yeah, that's something we haven't done a lot of. So, should preface, we have done the same changes that we did for Crystal Legacy. In general, with moves in general, I will say it's going to rhyme a lot with Crystal Legacy. We want to keep the series like in line. So like Cut is going to be bug type, but it can't have that high crit rate because because the way crit works in this game, it would always crit. So it's just going to be a 55 base power bug move. And it's just going to be like a mid-game bug move. Bug moves, as someone asked, I think there was a super chat, bug moves are getting better. Twin Needle is going to carry over from Crystal Legacy, so like 80 base power, that kind of thing. But as for like move effectiveness, oh my gosh, first try, so Poliwag early Pokemon, Oddish early Pokemon. Vulpix is going to be the other one before Mount Moon. So I don't know why I have Poliwag out right now. That's very silly of me. But, oh man, Oddish cracked. You see that? Dude, there's so many things that are actually in this version. Like, I feel like Craig got so many of the features in already. And he actually just took the tutorial from... Oh, this thing has early Smog. That's really interesting. Wow. Oddish kind of cracked. Dude, there's so much to talk about, guys. Just please bear with me. We're going to get like through all of this today. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad we're streaming this because like I was like, I don't know if there's enough features. But like I said, Craig did a lot. Bro, just getting absolutely clapped by this. We just have to throw a Pokeball and just hope for the best. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're going to get clapped by this Oddish. Wow. Oddish is just OP, apparently. So let's head back to the Pokemon Center. Let's try that again. Absorb has been boosted to 30 base power, which is why that was doing a little more than you might have expected. So, type changes beyond... Yeah, so type changes. We haven't really done a lot out of what we did previously. So... I'm not a huge fan of doing a lot of move changes. The one thing we've done, though, is Ghost. Ghost just didn't really have any damaging moves. So Nightshade is going to be an actually damaging move now. We've also made Dream Eater Ghost type. So that's all we've done so far. Now, sorry, I'm trying to get through the rest of this. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any other super chats. Thank you guys so much. It's always appreciated. Oddish from hell. Yeah, like for real. That Oddish just wrecked us. I thought there was an item there, but maybe that's only in the other game. Anyway. Oh, we'll fight some people. Oh wait. See, that's the thing. I don't even know this game. Like that's not a real fight. So Nightshade's new base power is 60. So you're gonna have Lick boosted from 20 to 40, and then you're gonna have Nightshade as the 60 base power move, and then Dream Eater will be 80. Dream Eater's level 7. Oh my gosh, guys, we're like under leveled, I suppose. I didn't really want to like grind train, you know. Super chat from Justin, who says, I'd say losing to that Mon isn't too odd, just oddish. That's good. That's good. L1000 TriStar is just like the lover of Caterpie, because you missed a Caterpie, bro. Thank you. I'm sorry. I want to run new Pokemon for this just to show you guys some of the new stuff that we have. So that's why I want to run Poliwag and I want to run Oddish, and Mankey is just always a really good pick, so I want to do that as well. TriStar is a Caterpie, bro. Thank you again. We've also got Rafa, who says, maybe find Mew close to the Pokemon Mansion in Cinnabar Island. See, that's kind of like what I'm like. I like that line of thinking. I'm not saying that's what I've been thinking, but like that's the sort of train of thought I've been going towards, is like more of a bit of a side quest around like Mew's lore. It makes a lot more sense to me. Maybe incorporating Mewtwo into it, where like you have to catch Mewtwo first and then do something in the mansion. I really don't know. And the code is very full already. Like there's not a lot we can add, unfortunately. So it's going to be basic, but you know, we've already added some pretty cool quality of life changes. Craig has done awesome, man. It's good. I don't even think Craig is here, but he often does listen to these. So if you're in the chat, please like drop some hearts for Craig, because Craig is crushing it, and also for the playtesters, and also for the Poke Crystal disassembly team, because they are making this project possible. So we love all those people. Any chance to edit Pokemon color palettes? Yes. Mewtwo is a good example. Mewtwo's yellow sprite is like very yellow. Mewtwo's yellow. And someone just dropped changing the yellow in it to like purple or something, and it looked so much better. So something like that is super easy. I like how the bar doesn't do the little like boop as you hit it. It just kind of maxes out. Because it does feel like very like what it would have felt like in Gen 1. You know, it still feels like not quite as good as it is in Gen 2. But to me, that's like nice because it's like, yeah, it's kind of still like Gen 1, kind of wonky, but like an improvement. I don't know if that's weird. Yeah, female sprite is pretty sick. Pretty sick. I think we'll just take all the fights. So one thing I haven't really touched so far is actually trainers. So with that, it's more about seeing how the Pokemon we've added in interacts with the trainers, and then once we get a feel for that, then we'll adjust accordingly. To me, that felt a little more fair. This is just gonna be a hardened battle, yeah. So let's just speed this through. Oh yeah, so it says Voltorb is also yellow. So yes, that's something we'd love to change. Is yeah, changing Voltorb's color to red. Because that's just so absurd. So, you know, little things like that, we're definitely gonna do some modifications to sprites. See, I'm like, oh, we didn't quite hit it because you don't get the boop. And in Gen 2, it's the same bar, but it does like the boop. Oh, Kevin Thomas with the first super chat with the 1. Let's celebrate Kevin Thomas's first super chat. We also have Dr. Dandolph. I just dropped my controller. Says pay homage to trainers in the anime with their mons. Make a bug catcher in Viridian Forest, have a Metapod and a pincer like Samurai. So yeah, you've got it exactly. I haven't added it yet because, like I said, I haven't touched trainers yet. But that is something we want to do. Is we want to add. I think the last trainer on the route is what we're gonna do. I think we'll make the last trainer on the route based off Samurai, and he'll just have a low level pincer, because if you had like a level 9 pincer, those stats are so much better. He's almost gonna feel like harder than Brock. So to find a better balance, what I want to do is just maybe make it like a level 4 or 5 pincer, and those stats should make it like, you know, the equivalent to like a. Man, honestly, it might even need to be lower because Pincer's got good stats compared to like a Caterpie, you know? So let's say a level 4 Pincer will feel like a level 7 or 8 Caterpie, kind of. Because if you make the Pincer too strong, then you just like get wiped, and that's no fun. There's your Weedle. Okay, it's definitely Weedle that wasn't in this game. Tony Briggs also says, did you change Tri Attack so that I can actually have a chance of either burning? Oh! No, I don't think we have. So that's something we'll have to look at. So is Tri-Attack do nothing in this game? Because that's not very good. Thank you actually for mentioning that, Tony. I think that's also your first super chat, so we love to see that. Also, there is a bit of a precedent I have on my other YouTube channels that when someone drops 20 bomb, we drop hearts. So TriStar has dropped 2. So if you want to just put some hearts in the chat to thank TriStar, the Caterpie lover, that would be awesome. Playing Scarlet and Violet for the first time while watching the stream. Heck yeah, we love that. Welcome to everyone who's here. Hope you guys are excited for this ROM hack. We've got 903 viewers, which is putting 2024, I should say, off to a good start. This is I think the most viewers we've had in a single live stream ever on this channel. So that's awesome, guys. Really appreciate that. Will there be any nerfs to Blizzard? Blizzard has currently been set down to 85% accuracy, which is the equivalent of Fire Blast. Given how powerful Freeze is, in this game, it should actually be lower than it is in future gens, because it's 70 with a chance to freeze, but freeze is even better, which means you should probably lower the accuracy below 70, but then you're never going to want to use Blizzard. So I really hate how Blizzard feels in this game. I almost would like to make it so Blizzard can't freeze and then leave the 90% accuracy. I don't know if that's what we'll do. All I've done now is it still has a 10% chance to freeze, and I lowered it from 90 to 85, which is really good. Fire Blast is the same, but Burn is just not as good as Freeze. Yeah, you could lower the chance of Freeze to like 5% maybe, and then I don't know. It's very tough. But Blizzard definitely needs some workarounds. Thunder, and that's the other thing, is Thunder is 70, but you don't have the bonus from Rain, right? So in Gen 2, Weather was added, and when Rain is up, Thunder's 100% accurate, which is like a really cool sort of like interaction. That doesn't exist in Gen 1. So Thunder only being like 70 accuracy is pretty like unbalanced, right? Compared to Blizzard with 120, like same power, chance to freeze, you know, same chance, but like freeze is better than para. Whoa! Holy shit! That is a 1% chance. I don't know if we can catch this, but I feel like we have to try. I really don't think a Thundershock is gonna kill here, okay? And maybe I'm gonna be an idiot and I'm gonna kill this and everyone's gonna be like, oh. But yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Dude, oh my god. This stream is so blessed. Holy. This has always been in the game, but crazy thing. I have never encountered this Pidgeotto in my life. I have never seen this Pidgeotto spawn. Wow. Wow. Ah, dang it. This might be a bit of a hard catch. We only have 2 Pokeballs left. Should we? Let's go, dude. That's so crazy. Man, the 1%. Okay, the last stream I did, we found the 1% Clefairy in Mount Moon. So like the gods are just here for the 1% encounters. Wow, that's so cool. Oh my god, our team is filling up. Maybe we won't run Mankey then. It was meant to be caught. Dang, that is so hype. Bob Kelly says Mew should be an event that is triggered when you have Mewtwo in your party at the Cinnabar Mansion in the basement. What? What the fuck? What? What? Okay, I am now starting to question whether Craig may be fiddled with the encounter rates, or I did, because getting back-to-back 1% encounters is 1% of 1%, which is like 1 in 10,000. 0.01. What? Bro, I'm going to have to check after the stream. I will leave a comment. Like, I have not touched this Pidgeotto encounter. Craig has, as far as I know, has not touched. This stream is just blessed. If you are here, whether you're here live or whether you are here, like post, like also like late, replay gang, what's up? You have been blessed. Bro, that is ridiculous. I promise I have not done anything. I don't know. Also, Pidgeotto wouldn't, like, we've seen multiple encounters. Thank God. I was like, dude, don't give me 3 in a row. Don't give me 3 in a row. Oh my god. Holy, dude, my heart is like pounding right now. That was insane. Okay, so this is the guy who would get the pincer. We've got a super chat from Kevin Thomas. How about catching a Mew on the small island between Cinnabar Island and Seafoam? Nice reference to Pokemon the first movie. Also a strong consideration. I like that idea as well. And I think we just got to think about what would be the best, you know. Pidgeotto is kind of not in a great spot, so we'll do Pikachu and what's his Poliwag for this fight. But yeah, I like it. Thanks, Kevin. Good to see you. I feel like I've seen you around quite a few times. Sora says, does Pikachu still react when you talk to him? I will show you that after this. So this should be a Metapod. I would maybe make it like a level 8 or 9 Metapod and then give him like a level 4 or 5 Pinsir. I think that would be a nice little reference to the anime. And it's also like a fun little mini boss to get out of Viridian Forest, and also just some good XP before Brock. So I like that. But yeah, Sora, I'll show you. I'll show you once we finish this fight. John Roberts says, can we incentivize the Diglett cave loop with fossil revival in Pewter Museum, a cut barrier to Tangela by Pallet, and a cut staircase over Mount Moon? Oh, cut staircase. Do you mean back to Mount Moon, John? A lot of people have been actually talking about maybe making the whole fossil revitalization thing in Pewter, and I think it makes a lot more sense because it gives Diglett Cave much more purpose. I think you're so right on that. And the fossils are kind of one of those Pokemon that are so late that they're sort of insignificant. Like, you don't really bother to run them. So it's just kind of like, what's the point, you know? So I kind of agree. I think I'm just not really about it. Apparently I missed 2 potions. I don't know a lot of the hidden items in this game. I know there is, like, you can backtrack another way, but I didn't want to bother. A cut barrier by Tangela. I actually really like that idea. I'm going to write that down. Cut barrier for Tangela in Pallet. I think that's a neat spot to put Tangela. And then fossil revival in Pewter. Yeah. Because I think it would be a lot more fun to get a fairly early fossil. Why is Pee-Pee so big on the screen like that? Oh, someone asked, right. Pikachu's happy. Nice. Will the Pokedex be upgraded like Crystal Legacy? Probably not. So that was, gosh dang it, I can't remember. Always want to say Naria. It's Nairu. So she did crazy job on that, and that's been a project that she's been working on, not just for Crystal Legacy, but it's in other Crystal ROMhacks as well, and it took a really long time. So there might be a similar something, but it took a lot of work to get like the route encounters in there and stuff. And I just, again, like it wasn't just for Crystal Legacy. It was something she was working on for all the like other Crystal, just like for the Crystal community of ROM hacking. And she was able to kind of modify it for our ROM, which was so awesome. So yeah, it's something that I don't expect it to be what you got in Crystal Legacy. And I think that's fine because, again, it's kind of okay to have some less features in this game because it is a game that's like a little bit, less crazy. So yeah, and amazing with the 1 bomb. What's up? Thank you. We just hit 100 viewers, which is 1,000. And that's the first time we've ever done that on this channel. So guys, I want to thank you so much. That is absolutely legendary of you. It's so awesome to see. So thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm going to catch an Oddish and we're going to box Mankey. Okay. Make Onix good. Okay. So that's the thing. We've actually given Onix some serious buffs. We've moved its special from 30 up to 80, which is going to sound like a lot. But when you consider it has 2 4x weaknesses, that keeps it pretty balanced, and it doesn't actually learn any special moves. So it's basically giving it 80 special defense, and the special attack, because it's all one stat, it isn't really affected. Special, like in an attacking form. So that's fine. It's to hopefully make Onix a little bit better. We've buffed Onix, but Onix does not have Rock Throw yet. Probably going to give it Rock Throw. Wanted to see what it feels like without it first, and then we'll sort of give it a look. We've also raised its speed from 90 to 100, and I think we raised its attack from 45 to 55. I want to say, so it's, or maybe 35 to 55. So yeah. Charmander just gets wailed on early. Well, here's the great thing is Charmander isn't early in this game because this is Pokemon Yellow, so don't gotta worry about that. That's also why we put of the 3 new elemental ads. Like I said, we have Poliwag on Route 22. We have Oddish here, which is what we're currently looking for at a 10% encounter rate, and then we have Vulpix on the route right after Pewter City. So right after you beat Brock, because I figured put the 2 things that are good against Brock right before him, because it's basically just to give you other options. Because previously it's like you got to run Mankey or Nidoran, and that to me is just really lame. So 2 more options for that, and then you can catch a Vulpix later. Now, oh, there it is. Excellent. Apparently, Vulpix is actually pretty better than... apparently, Vulpix is quite a bit better, you know? I that was kind of an intentional, weirdly worded thing, but now I realize it was just kind of stupid. So anyway, Vulpix is actually quite good in this game because it has high special, whereas Arcanine has mostly high attack. And special is 1 stat, so it makes Vulpix pretty good, or Ninetales. My biggest thing is Arcanine is just so, like, outclasses Vulpix so hard that I wanted to just give it, like, some room to shine. Growlithe is in, like, so many of the games, and it's always so good and awesome, and everyone loves Growlithe. I just don't want to bother with that. I'm realizing I only have 1 Pokeball left, so forgive me. I should have just bought some more, but just for the sake of this stream, you know, going a little bit faster, I'm gonna save state, and we'll just try to catch this. So sorry if that is annoying to you, but again, it's just for the consistency of the stream, and we didn't even have to abuse the save states anyway. So there's our Oddish. Weed. So yeah, we've got the 2 new Pokemon that we've introduced. Sorry, we've 2 new Pokemon we've introduced, and then Weedle has been returned. Beedrill has definitely got some move buffs. It's certainly better. It looks a lot like how it looks like in Crystal Legacy, but it's certainly, it's just a tough Pokemon to fix, really. So yeah. Yeah, so this is a buffed Pikachu, but because we don't have any badges, the badge boost is not buffing it. Ninetales is pretty nasty. Fast Fire Spin, early Flamethrower. It's pretty nasty, yeah. Dude, I cannot believe we have a Pidgeotto. Like, that is so cool. I haven't even commented on it, but like I said, this is the same thing that we introduced for Crystal Legacy, the same tutorial we used to implement these sprites, but they're just using the color palettes of Gen 1. But it looks pretty sick. Really nice to just see each Pokemon with its individual sprite. Fire Spin buffs? No. But what we've done is we've just treated Fire Spin like how good it is. So rather than Fire Spin being like everyone learns it at like level 10, you know, you wouldn't give Hyper Beam or like Fire Blast to a Pokemon at level 10 because it's really good. So that's what we've done with Fire Spin. Fire Spin is really good in this generation because it traps the Pokemon and they can't attack while it's going on. So we've just worked around that. I guess I should have just started with Oddish, actually. That was really silly of me. Dang. Well, it's going to be a... Yeah. I guess that really doesn't make sense either. Okay, I'm gonna listen. I promise I'm not horrible at Pokemon. Yeah. What about having sprites from red, green, and blue? Some of those are a bit better, like Mewtwo. Maybe they choose a sprite set. Okay, I'm actually really curious to hear, like, chat what you think of that. Also, thank you for the first super chat, but it is a really good question because I've gone through it with Craig, and we really like that idea. But a lot of the playtesters were kind of against it, and it's like I'm very open to hear what people think. Wow, level 10 water gun. That's pretty good. Dang. I suppose water gun is only 40 though, isn't it? It's not that crazy actually. I agree with the mixed red and blue sprites. Like, there are some really good yellow sprites, but also, I guess I should have sent out Onish. That's okay. I don't really care. Because to me, like, there's some yellow sprites that are actually worse. Blastoise is a good example. I think actually green Blastoise is the only good Gen 1 Blastoise sprite. So, stuff like that. Oh yeah, also, Green saved the game. Fast save. You know, you all wanted it. It came back for this game. Against it, I actually love Chonk Stoys. Shall we heal your Pokemon? Easy. Quick. It's nice, right? Sprites being the best of the bunch. Some of the yellow are awful. Rattata, for example. Against it, I actually love Chonk Stoys. Please add a color option or sprite shift mode and options. So, regardless, I will say, some Pokemon are going to get... Some yellow sprites, even if it's all yellow sprites, some of them are going to have slight touch-ups, especially back sprites, I think, and then some are going to have their color palette changed, like Mewtwo and Voltorb. Yellow Blastoise is great. It just doesn't look like... That's the thing, is like, I get that it's yellow, and like a lot of people are like, I specifically like the yellow sprites, and they are the best of the batch, for sure, as a whole. So, it's hard to say, but something to think about. Let's see what a level 5 Oddish does to start this one out, okay? So we've got Poliwag in our back pocket. Geodude hasn't had its stats changed. It's just gotten better moves, but because it's so early level, it shouldn't really have any of those good moves yet. So Geodude is going to feel pretty similar, and it's really just seeing how do these two new Pokemon that we've added interact with this. Oh, Ghost is going to be super effective against Psychic. I never answered that. We'll talk about that after this fight. We'll talk about some of those. I got a little sidetracked. Yeah, like what does a Geodude do to a level 5 Onish? Okay, it can take a hit. And the Absorb, it's going to heal it. Wow. Okay. Okay. I mean, to be fair, that is also what a Bulbasaur... Level 8, oh my god. That's exactly what Bulbasaur and Squirtle do. Like, to be fair. Oh, Onix is only level 12 in this. They did lower it from 14. Yeah, we'll talk about that Smog too. Let me know what you think. Oh my god. Oh my god, Bulbasaur syndrome all over again. God damn. Holy, that was easy. That felt like I had a Bulbasaur. Okay. That was a pretty easy fight. Oh, that was a crit? Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Okay, that was a crit. Absorb is 45 power after stab. Maybe Absorb should stay 20. Let's actually restart that fight, okay? I wanna try that again, just to get some more points of data. What does Poliwag do against this in this fight? What program do you use to edit the game files? I have Fire Red Disassembly, but I don't know how to edit it. Oh, so we use what is it called? Visual Code Studio. I used to use Notepad++, but Visual Code Studio is like so much better. Craig got me on that. There is no stab in Generation 1. I've never heard that before. Is that true? Yeah. Pretty sure there's stab in Gen 1. Okay, so that obviously kills. What if Poliwag just had Bubble for this fight? Against Onix. Because part of it, me would like it to not be a one-shot. Why do we keep critting this Onix? What the heck, man? I want to see just some fair fights here. Yeah, you might want to make them 12 and 14 again. Crits are based off speed. But Onix is like 100 base speed now. We upped its speed, so I don't know. Okay. Bubble. Oh, okay, so Onix has got its bind on us. So, theoretically not free. Like, at least it got some damage on us with its crit. Okay, so it's a one-shot no matter what with Bubble. Now let's try Oddish. Yeah, Bind is really mean, but it's his... we haven't touched his learn set yet. So I should mention, yeah, Brock hasn't had any changes outside of Onyx getting a special and speed buff. Yeah, so Onyx its special has gone from 30 to 80, and these things are still one-shotting it because of the 4 times weakness. But like I said, Absorb has gone to 30 base power, which is, you know, it's not nothing. Part of me almost thinks maybe Absorb should stay 20, but the thing is, we made Mega Drain 60, so that they wouldn't be awful, and that's why, you know. Okay. Bind is actually pretty scary. Like, it is a scary move, because if he just kept spamming it and hitting it, it's pretty easy to die. Nope, Mega Drain is 40 in our game. We've buffed it. Okay. It is just a one-shot. Level 8 Oddish. It's tough, Onyx. That's tough. Okay. I'm just gonna, like, look at my code for a second. Onyx. 80 special. 100 speed. 55 attack. Onyx. I don't know. Like, part of me is like, dang, that's a lot, but I like there being other options to fight Brock. Make Onyx special 120. Dude, that thing would be a beast. Onyx effective special, or no, Onyx is theoretical special attack is now 525. If you count special twice, if it's like 80 special attack and 80 defense, special defense, it's like 525. Now, remove 50 from the special attack because it doesn't matter and just assume it's still 30. Then it's like 475, and it's like, okay, yeah, 475 Onyx, like that feels okay. That's what we've buffed it to. But 30 to 80 already felt like a lot. Onyx also has like no HP. It's got really low HP. It's like 45 HP base. So we're thinking about adding a Raichu encounter to like hey, maybe you can trade for it after at the end of the game or something. That's kind of what we've been thinking about. But we want to make Pikachu good so that you just run Pikachu. Oh, Onyx has 35 HP. Maybe we buffed it to, I can just tell you. Okay, so Onyx, our build of Onyx is from 35 HP to 45, from 45 attack to 55, still 160 defense, 90 to 100 speed, 30 to 80 special. So it's pretty good, but still not that great. I don't want the Brock fight to be that easy, but I also don't want the Brock fight to not feel like the Brock fight, and that's why I don't want to give him like Vulpix or Zubat, because in the anime it is just Geodude, and you know. All right. Let's throw a Pidgeotto for the front for some of these upcoming fights. Yeah, we've thought about making Onyx Mono Rock. It doesn't necessarily make it better, because then you remove, like, Rock Ground is a great offensive typing, right? And removing its Stab Earthquake is going to make it so much worse because its attack is so bad. So I'm not convinced that would make Onyx better in the long run. Raj Kevis says, I think in specific cases, removing ground type from Onyx would just make it feel right, as now Pikachu could fight it, but it doesn't just turn to dust. I actually had never considered that idea before. I'm gonna write that down. That's a really, really good point. Because in the anime, actually, does Pikachu hit it with a Thunderbolt? I don't remember, or Thundershock. I don't remember quite how that works. Give Onyx Cut to check Oddish. You could do something like that too. Give Brock's Onyx Earthquake. That's a lot. But definitely going to probably give it Rock Throw. Like I said, I wanted to look at base Brock, see how the changes we've added in affect it. Now we kind of know, and now we can like make adjustments, right? That was, I'm glad we kind of did it that way. Dude, early Pidgeotto is sick. Also, David McCrae, first champion. Welcome to champion status. First member of the new year. Welcome. Love to see that. We've got a fun little thing where as you're a member for longer, you get a cooler looking Pokeball. Joshua says, which TM moves will the gym leaders have? Original, remake, or both? We're going to make them custom to Crystal Legacy. But it will be unfortunately like, no, actually, sorry. I think it's just going to be yellow. Sorry. I thought you meant like what TM moves will we give them? You mean like what will their signature TM be? I really like need to preface really like so much hate bite on Brock. It's so pointless. Like I would love to just make Rock Throw the Gym 1 TM. Would just make this game so much better. But Bide is like Brock's thing, and I just feel like changing that would be very weird. I just don't know if I want to change the TMs. Dang. Poor Pikachu. Pikachu sounds so sad when he dies. I do like that early water gun. Like, if Bubble's strong anyway. Oh, okay, so Ekans won't have Wrap. We've made it so that Wrap is now a late game move. Because it's really good, right? So, yeah, that actually does a lot. That does a lot. Does a lot. Sorry, I mean, it does a lot to make this trader not so bad. This is a great Ekans sprite, by the way. Simply how low HP mons scale at low level. Buff HP a lot and buff defense less in my take, so Onyx can survive a hit. That's a really, really insightful take, Jesse Lee. I'm gonna actually write that one down as well. I really appreciate all the advice, guys. It's really, really helpful. Oh my god, dude, this Ekans is still cracked. We got it, but probably says give Onyx same stats as Steelix, and can we have a place to buy all the TMs late game? Yeah. So again, the thing with just make it all the same is actually, to be fair, Onyx is a really good example of this. But so first, let me preface why that's a good example. Is in Crystal Legacy you had Pokemon like Sneasel that didn't get its like later evolution, and I feel like people don't think about that so much in this generation. But Scyther and Seadra and I suppose Chansey, which isn't really, I mean, sure, Chansey and Onyx are actually like the equivalents in this generation. So, you know, Ambipom and Sneasel and Murkrow and Miss Drevis. There's Gen 1 equivalents for Gen 2. The problem with just making Onyx Steelix is that, again, you kind of run the risk of it being way too strong for the first gym. I think it's better to, rather than just, all right, copy paste, I think you want to be a little more thoughtful with how you're going to change it and consider how that's going to affect how it plays as something if you catch it, and how it plays is it as like if Brock, you're fighting against Brock. You know, you kind of want to find a balance to tailor it in both ways. I like the idea of maybe more HP though. That seems to be probably the best way to handle it. Ian Number says, first time joining these streams, will you be reinserting the missing no and duplicate glitch? Is that not in yellow? Can you not do like, I'm more of a red and blue connoisseur. Chat, can you tell me that? Why on earth do carbs make you faster? Oh, is carbos? Is that meant to be like carbs? That's so funny. I guess, because like runners like typically do carbs, but yeah, carbs make me slow. Well, maybe not running slow, but I find they make my brain slower if I have like a huge bowl of pasta, so. Oh my god. Missing No is not in yellow. Oh, I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that. Oh. I don't know how you'd fix that because I don't know how they changed it, but it's worth considering. It's worth considering. Bring back Missing No. This is great, guys. This is really good. So we're gonna find a Vulpix on this road, and we're also going to head through Mount Moon, which has had some small changes. I feel like I just missed a thing. Dude, early rock throw would be kind of cool. I really just hate Bide. Can you put a Mr. Mime in Mom's house as an Easter egg? I'll write that down. I don't hate that. Those are little things that are more like afterthoughts for sure. But it's worth considering. Yeah, so, okay, I feel like we should talk about psychic types. Again, this is all going to be in a video, but it's good to talk about it here. Okay, you can still get Missing No, but apparently it's more complicated. The big thing that we've done is, and someone asked this a long time ago, is the type chart. So there's 3, I believe, major oddities in Gen 1 that got fixed in Gen 2. The first is that ice is neutral damage against fire. That was an intentional decision. That was meant to be how this game is played. Personally, I like it. I think ice could use that because ice is just so goddamn bad. I think ice benefits from that quite a bit. And it also makes sense because water is super effective. You send ice at fire, it melts it into water. It would be not quite as effective, but I feel like it wouldn't be like not effective. To me, I just wish that was how Pokemon was. And I just think it's a Gen 1 thing. Yeah, it's not great for fire type, but listen, it's fine. So this is the one game, also just fun fact, that Charizard actually has a weakness to ice. Has one extra weakness, which is kind of interesting. That I will keep because that was an intentional thing. There's a weird thing in Gen 1 as well, where Poison and Bug are super effective against each other. Now, I totally get why Poison is super effective against Bug. And I kind of wish that had remained a thing as well. I mean, listen, Bug is really bad, so like that would just be horrible for Bug type, and it was more of a balancing thing. I don't understand why Bug is super effective against Poison, but my understanding is that both of those were... I shouldn't be running Pidgeotto here because this is not like an example of most people's playthrough, but I just trying to get Pikachu like a little bit stronger. I'm pretty sure that those two things are intentional as well, that sort of back and forth interaction. What is not intentional is Ghost type does not affect Psychic. Psychic is immune to Ghost. And I'm pretty sure that was a glitch. It was actually a mistake. And when they moved over to Yellow, like to keep trading possible, they just had to allow that. So because of that, I want to change that back to to future gens where Ghost is super effective against Psychic. 1, because it makes Ghost is a lot worse in that state, but 2, because Psychic is so good in this generation. I want Psychic to remain dominant. Don't get me wrong. Like Gen 1, Psychic being good is a thing. I don't want to nerf Psychic into the ground, but there should be answers to check Psychics, and in current original Yellow and Red and Blue, there's just not. So my thought process generally is basically you've got 40 base power Lick, you've got 60 base power Nightshade, and you've got 80 base power Dream Eater on the Ghosts. Bug type also gets some buffs. So Leech Life is going to be an early move. That's going to go to 40 base power draining move. Cut is going to be 55 base power. No crit because it would just crit every single time, and that effectively makes it 110 on like half the Pokemon in the game. Way too strong. But 55 base power cut for all Pokemon adds a really nice coverage move for a lot of Pokemon, especially in a game that is riddled with really strong psychic types. And Pin Missile. Pin Missile is going to 20 base power, so chance to do 40 to 100 damage. That's mostly going to look like 40 or 60. Occasionally you'll land 80 and 100, but mostly like 75% of the time you're doing 40 or 60. It's 37.5 for each option. Lastly, Twin Needle is getting the Crystal Legacy effect as well. So, treatment. So it's going to do 40 base power, and that's going to be your late game power move. So Scyther, I think Pinsir, Beedrill. I think that's about it. That's going to get that. So yeah. Bugs are going to feel similar to how they do in the previous in Crystal Legacy, our previous ROM hack. Now here's our Vulpix. Commander Church says if you make Onix bulky enough to survive a 4 times Water Grass, then neutral or ineffective moves will feel bad, and Water Grass might feel almost required. Super fair point, because people that might want to just run Mankey or Nidoran with the double kick option might be too strong for them, and then you feel like you have to. So, super valid take. And I think that's also something to consider, Commander Church. Also your first super chat. So welcome. Welcome. Oh, we got the burn. Let's go for a Pokeball here. Kevin Thomas says, oh, Pikachu. Sorry, Pikachu. Pikachu is certainly not dominant. Give Brock a Kabuto or Ammonite. It fits with the gym theme, gives the Pewter City fossil theme merit, and it's a nice reference to Brock Team and GSC. Whoa. Okay, see the color palette of that Pokeball right there? That's like the Gen 2 Pokeball. But I don't know. It is a nice reference to his GSC team. I don't know if I want to do it, but I do respect the concept. Give a nickname to Vulpix. No. So the cool thing about that would be, yes, you get actually you get a better fight because it makes Pikachu a little bit better, because it can actually take out a fossil since they're Water Rock, and then it just adds something else that, like, I suppose a Poliwag might not be able to check so easily. Oddish still eats, but like whatever. Oddish is kind of bad. So that's the one thing is, like, yeah, you're eating with an Oddish, but like, are you going to continue to use Oddish for the whole playthrough when you've got better options like Bulbasaur and Victory Bell? Your call, you know? Anyway, the only thing is, like, some leaders I'm like absolutely wanting to just fix, like Koga needs fixing. Honestly, like, I feel like I want to fix Misty. I don't really like Misty's team, to be all that honest. I don't like the repeat Pokemon. I really want to give her a Psyduck. So, you know, Goldeen, Psyduck, like, yeah, like Goldeen, Psyduck, Starmie. Like, that to me is a more interesting Misty team. Maybe you give Brock a fossil, you know? Maybe you give him what would be better? I'm trying to think what would be better. I don't know. The game and anime say Ghost is good against Psychic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Misty has a Goldeen in the story, and she eventually catches a Psyduck. To be fair, the thing with this game is, like, it's not exactly the anime, you know? So you can move that around. There's also Seal. Misty doesn't have a Seal, to be fair. Actually, I guess we don't need to go here. Misty does not have a Seal. Cerulean Gym has a Seal. And Psyduck is a lot more tied to Misty anyway. Yeah, and Misty has Psyduck and Let's Go. So Geodude is going to be good in this game. We've given it Dig since Magnitude doesn't exist. Later Earthquake. It'll learn Rock Throw, Rock Slide. Golem at level 38 on Evolution. it's gonna be eating. Now Geodude is just not gonna be as good in this game because, like, it's just not Gen 2 where the matchups work as well. But should be pretty decent, I think. Good for Surge. We've also moved Sandshrew in here, so we replaced Vulpix with Sandshrew. We also brought back Jigglypuff to that route. So Cerulean Gym has a Goldeen Shelter Horsey, no seal. No, sorry, I mean in the anime. Like, people were saying like Misty has a seal, but like there's just a seal in the gym. She doesn't actually use it, and it's not actually hers. Brock should get Aerodactyl. If we had rematches, then yes, he should. It's so weird to go in here and see a Weedle. This is the first encounter I've been like, WTF. Bug catcher with a Weedle on first floor of Mount Moon is whack. To me, like, it should just be rock Pokemon. I haven't found anything wrong with the encounters. Like in Crystal Legacy, they're bad. In this game, they're actually pretty good. But that's the first time in this whole playthrough so far I've been like, I don't like that natural encounter. So yeah. Can I beat this? Yes, I can. Nice. Yeah, the other thing I like about this is it's giving some love to Pokemon that aren't like super popular. Like Oddish is kind of an underused grass type because there's 2 other poison. Like, why are there 3 poison grass types in this game, man? It's just a lot, you know? So I don't know. I suppose I should have used Vulpix there. TM12. What is TM12? Water gun. Wow. It's kind of a weird one. That's a backspread I don't love. Fire flying, a random battle to be good at. They've been there for other roads. It feels more natural. Yeah, super fair point. Feels whack. Gives flyers and fires. Yeah, Vulpix's hair is just really weird. Wow. Yeah, Sing is pretty OP because it takes a turn to wake up, so you don't get to attack on the turn you wake up. Nice. Para. Pikachu, you got this. Let's go. All right. We're going to slowly get through this space, guys. Vulpix plays soccer. Someone else says, I realize I have a Vulpix haircut. Yeah, why is Water Gun a TM? Like, I do see a case for changing some TMs. We didn't do it in Crystal. I would have loved to turn Rollout into Rock Thrower, Rock Slide. Gen 1 moment. What's up, Nelson? Yeah, Bubble Beam immediately after. Also, Bide is terrible. But see, like, this place is so weird. Like, we have not encountered a rock Pokemon in the cave yet. And to me, like, Crystal is so, like, Onyx, Geodude in there, you know? And there's other people, like, there's a dude with a coughing, and I think there's a Vulpix in Union Cave, but I like the variety. And this is, like, a nice opportunity for, like, your Sandshrew or your Geodude to shine, to be fair. But yeah, items can't be used here. It's odd. Also, pure electric type Magnemite is always weird on my brain. Water Gun TM feels like it's for Gyarados. It would help Gyarados. Give Brock a Kabuto. I would definitely not give Misty a Fossil. That just feels really, really oddly out of line. It doesn't really line up with Misty. There's no, like, she never had a one, you know? So I don't think I like that. But I do like Fossil on Brock. I think it's worth a consideration, especially given his team in Crystal Legacy. And again, we want to try to make the teams tie together. So we want it to kind of be like consistent. Yeah, you like Water Gun, but if there are only 50 TMs, you're not a fan. Because it's like, what else could you make that, you know? TMs will not be reusable, but they will be repurchasable at a later time. Exactly how we did it in Crystal Legacy. I've said it before. Really, really big fan of the strategy of you give a single use of the TM early. So, you know, if like, what's like a good TM, you know? I think actually Earthquake's a great example. In Crystal Legacy, you get Earthquake at the time where it's very good. Like, you get it right before the Elite Four. It becomes a 100 base power ground move. You know, you probably have something that you can get stab on that, and it's like, wow, this is a sick move. The problem is if it's reusable, is you just give everything Earthquake, and that is so stupid. I just think it is not fun for the game. So what I liked and what we did in Crystal is simply like, you get one, but once you get to the point where it's like a very common move, and so for Earthquake, it was like, once you have all 8 badges of Kanto, like very late game, now you can buy it to put it on whatever you want, because all those teams are running like very TM ridden, you know, full teams, learn sets. So you make it purchasable quite a bit after you get the first one. So then you have infinite uses, but it's not overpowered. So yeah. So Dig, we actually lowered it, I think, to 80 base power. Wanted it to still be good because Dig is notoriously good in this generation, but 100 is too much, in my opinion. It just doesn't need to be 100. Like, that's excessive, and it kind of gets to the point where it like is just like very thoughtless. Like, there's not a lot of strategy. It's just like click Dig, and a lot of things just die if you have a high attack. So especially because we're going to put Dig on a lot of the like ground type Pokemon. Like Geodude's going to get Dig, Onix is going to get Dig. If it's 100 plus stab, it's just too much. So blown away by how much has already been done. Any chances to the move reminder can be added? I would say don't get your hopes up on that. I'm not saying it's a no, but I'd rather you not expect it and then be fine if it's not in. I haven't actually talked with Craig if it's doable. It's a great feature, but again, there's just only so much you can do with this code. So yeah. But thank you. Yeah, I'm actually, like, even myself, like, Craig has got a lot done in the last little bit, and it's really awesome to see how much we got going here. So yeah, he's crushed it. The team of playtesters have been super helpful, just helping me out. So yeah, it's great. Lower attack, lower defense. Let's get rid of defense. I can't think of any scary physical attackers, but sometimes I just like to have that nerf, you know, just in case. I don't have any antidotes, so rip Pikachu. Anyway, thanks a lot. I like it, but it's a maybe. We'll get things going a little bit faster through here. I'll tell you that. Just so we can get to Misty and all that. Legacy code sucks. New coding techniques come out and you just can't shoehorn them in without just restarting the changing things that brought the charm to the game. Yeah, it can be tough for sure. Yeah, Razorwind is one I'm very unsure about. So I think the first video I'm actually going to put out is actually on moves this time. It's so cool to see the experience bar change color. Nice, Pikachu. Very nice. Well done. Who's soon see the team? Yeah, I know it looks like a lot, and I think the difference is that the first run of Legacy, like with Legacy, Crystal Legacy, it was like do all the we really just focused on like teams and stuff first, and we didn't implement any of these quality of life features until after. But Craig knew how to do them because the code is similar in this game. So he didn't have to like it was already like very accessible to him. So it just kind of made life a little bit easier, and it was doable. I honestly feel like I need to heal before we go through the rest of this, guys. So we're gonna hit the escape rope. Maybe I should have fought this guy. I feel like he is a Geodude, but whatever. Let's just get one last heal in before we go through the rest of this. It's a big cave, man. I feel like Malmoon could use like a heal person, honestly. Yeah, but Razor Wind sucks. And that's the one thing we've been talking about a lot, and I'm so unsure what. Razor Wind is just hard to rework. That's the thing with Razor Wind, is it's not just that it's like bad. It's just like, what do you do with Razor Wind? And like, yes, there are some good ideas, but oh god, it's awkward. I will say Mount Moon is nice for variety because it's not just your like water type and grass type getting stuff. I know how to code. Can we help Craig? Honestly, if we do have any like need for help, I recommend joining the Discord, because like that's where we would put it. But adding another person in like that is sometimes actually just makes things more complicated, because it just like in some cases it's like easier if one person just knows everything and they're doing it all. But you know, cases where we are struggling, like absolutely like, you know, we would put that out in the Discord. Craig also knows how to code. Like he's a computer science major. He's doing his master's, so he knows what he's doing. Maybe add a VS Seeker kind of item to that. Yeah, Rafa, that's something that probably is not going to be in the game. That just adds a lot of complexity. And oh, Razor Wind is a flying type trap move. Give it to Farfetch. Now it's a god. I just don't want a trap move to be a TM. So I don't think I would do that. Yeah. Now, one thing a lot of people want is, what do a lot of people want? They want Onyx and Mount Moon. Bigger bag space, yes. Rock Throw's going to go to 100 base power. It's getting the Crystal Legacy treatment with Rock Slide at, I think, 90 or 95. Maybe? Whatever it is in Crystal Legacy. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Why would Oddish know it? Yeah, so I know this is early, right? So yeah, you're totally right to question it. Like nothing here is set in stone. We kind of just wanted to experiment with it because Oddish doesn't learn a whole lot. But honestly, I'm finding Oddish to be pretty good. The idea is like, it's a toxic plant, like maybe it's giving off like noxious fumes. I know it's very much more like the other, like the toxic guy moves. I see that. But it's just been, like I said, this is the first build, you know? So we're still figuring it out. And that's something I really need to preface is like, anything you see here is open to change. This game is, like, you guys might be impressed with a lot of the changes, but like, this game is not close to being done. We haven't touched trainers, like we haven't done any play testing. Like it's like, you've got all the fun dopamine hits in it, you know what I mean? Like that's not really how dopamine works, but like, you know, like how we talk about dopamine, a lot of people is like the hit, you know, it's like, whoa, that's God mother Pikachu. It's got all those like fun, snappy, exciting little like bells and whistles right now, where it's like, whoa, like girl and this and that, but like the actual like gameplay experience hasn't really been like even finished, let alone polished. So it looks really good, but there is so much more work to do. Some of Mount Moon locked behind strengths give you a reason to go back and could add more fossils you can revive near the top or the bottom. Super, actually not a terrible idea. Changing maps is something we don't love, but I'll throw that down. Don't love changing maps. Oh yeah, Zubat has Gust. So Zubat looks a lot like it looks like in Crystal Legacy. Like I said, learn sets will rhyme, but they won't be exact. Like they won't repeat, but the rhyme, you know. You'll see a lot of similarities, but it won't be exactly. Yeah, pre-alpha maybe. Pre-alpha, like it's not even done. Like encounters aren't even done. Moves are barely finished. Pokemon stats and learn sets aren't done. Like, yeah, like I like that, like pre-alpha. Also kind of wanted to catch a Clefairy. Event moves. It's pretty down the road, you know? It's like, that's something like maybe, but like we got to finish the game first and then see, you know? There's a lot of that stuff that's like those fun sort of bells and whistle things that like, I think those are the exciting things for you guys, but it's like, man, like, got to get everything down first and then we'll think about that. You know, everything you see now is like stuff that was in Crystal Legacy that was an easy port over. So hopefully that makes sense. I think Water Gun could maybe be a little bit later. Maybe a level or two. Felt like a little early. Water Gun a level later on Poliwag. Voltorb is a little odd. Because that's almost like an orange. Nice job, Poliwag. All right, coughing. What can Vulpix do here? Whew. Wow. Why did I do that? Oh, okay, we're lucky. I know you have the badge boost increase for Pikachu, but have you considered the stat boost from Let's Go? To 430? Yeah, we absolutely have. Yeah, I guess I want the Helix Fossil. Like, Pikachu is probably going to get a stat buff. It's just how much. Again, like something I say a lot, I feel like a broken record, but, you know, not everyone has heard this, is like, you don't really want to go like, what did they do in a game like 8 generations ahead? Because like power creep is a thing, and it's just like really hard to like be like, well, this is how it was in Gen 9, so let's do it like that in Gen 1. Certainly like take inspiration from it, but like you kind of need to tailor it to the game you're in, if that makes sense. So for me, it's more like, let's sure take inspiration from that, but I don't just want to like copy paste, because, you know, let's be honest, like Let's Go Pikachu is like very different from this game, just given like the lack of moves in this game and like different teams and stuff like that. So yeah, praise Helix, yes. Super Nerd rematch after E4 has a level 100 fossil. Well, actually, fun fact, the fossil goes to the zoo in Fuchsia. So, yeah. I feel like generally there's a lot of trainers in this section of the game, and I really like that. Like, I feel like you really get a lot of good experience heading through here, which is kind of nice. My only criticism is that there's not enough before Brock. Like, I did skip that rival fight. I feel like you could almost lower the rival fight. Like nerf Rival 2. He's kind of strong. Like, if you don't grind for him, he's just good. Like, I feel like he just shouldn't be, like, cracked. Because most of us, like, just kind of play through and are like, you've had no other Pokemon fights between Rival 1 and Rival 2. Yeah, like, level 9 at that point, Ren, like, it is no joke. You're so right. Like, it is crazy. So, yeah, like, you could be fighting him with a level 7 starter. You could be fighting him with a level 6 starter. You could be fighting with him a level 5 if you lose the first fight, you know? I think it should be like maybe a level 7 starter and like a level 5, like whatever his second Pokemon is, like Sparrow or whatever. Also, like, I mean, the game's just kind of hard. Like, I have a Pidgeotto, which is not something you're normally going to get. I'm struggling. Unfortunately, that's just like where you fight him, you know? So I wouldn't want to change it, but yeah, I don't know. Wow, lucky crit on Poliwag. Skill issue. No, it's a grinding issue. Like, skill at that point in the game, like, it's like you have one damaging move. There's only so much you could do, you know? It's like, oh, it's just more like a lazy issue. Like, I don't want to grind. Actually, you know what? Let's try to catch a Clefairy. I think it's 10% here. Because you can just instantly give it a Moonstone, which is pretty cool. So one thing we did for the Niddos is to incentivize not instantly evolving it at level 16. You still can. We've given each of the midline evolutions a move at level 24. So like Bite, which might get changed because Bite, but and like Pin Missile, I think, or something. I can't remember. But it's moves that they learn naturally, and the idea was that like not give them to the final forms, so that if you do just want this like kind of niche but like solid additional move, you'll wait till like 22 or 24 before you use the Moonstone on them. Not that a lot of people are going to do that, but just like a small piece of incentive. I don't love the Paris sprite because it's kind of blobby, but like because I know what Paris looks like, I get it. Does that make sense? I don't even know if Clefairy can be found on this floor. No, Clefairy is on all floors. Never mind. Yeah, I see Pokemon can evolve and click. And that's the thing, like, that move, it might be a long-term play, but part of the reason the Nidoking is so good is, like, you just get an early base, like, early power spike. Yeah, Oak Fight, for sure, for sure. Probably the most asked question, for good reason, you know. Oh, my. Apparently Clefable's quite good. I've never used it in a run. I just find it so funny. T Miller, because T Miller, the profile photo is a picture of Spiel. Is there any chance of adding Spiel to this game? I feel like you're maybe trolling, but in case you're not, go watch the most recent video we've uploaded. Where is Clefairy? Yeah, Golbat gonna get some buffs for sure. There it is. Let's just absorb. I think that's the safe. Oof, okay, that's a lot. We have 2 Pokeballs. Beautiful. Spiel or we riot. Yeah, make the level 24 moves coverage moves, not normal type. That's exactly it. Yeah. Something to just add a little spice for the learn set if you're willing to wait it out. Something kind of cool. So it's like, do you want a better late game Nido, or you just want the power spike? Just something to offer, you know? Nothing is being taken away, just the addition of a little more. Also, can't you get Mega Punch in there somewhere? I don't think I got Mega Punch, or did I? I did get Mega Punch. Cool. For the most part, though, we have just made learn sets equivalent for stone evolutions, because it's so goddamn annoying that some of these Pokemon don't get it once you evolve them, and you're like, oh, I have to have like a level 50 Growlithe. So like I said, I've always used the Nido for the Moon King. I've never done Clefable. But like, can it learn Mega Punch? Yeah. Whew. Whew. 18 attack. What does everything else have? Oh, you can't go up and down, right? That is kind of annoying, I won't lie. 2019 special, okay. What about Pidgeotto? 26 attack. Okay, so attack is not great on Clefable, but Stab Mega Punch is gonna pack a punch. Optional battle with the guy who got the other fossil Mount Moon. Like, you can challenge him to get the other fossil in Cinnabar Island so you can complete the Pokedex. Pokedex will be completable. But as I was saying, the Fuchsia City Zoo actually gets the fossil that you don't take. So he actually like donates it to the zoo. And that's a really fun little neat Easter egg that most people don't know. And I don't know if I'd want to like remove that, but we got to find a way to make all available. So Mega Punch Clefable carried me through so many runs in the past. That's the thing, is I suppose like there's a lot of hard trainers in this game, but you are given a lot of tools. I think Yellow does a much better job of that than Gen 2. Gen 1 does a better job, where it's like the level caps are higher. Levels like in general are higher, but you also get like really good TMs. The TMs in Gen 2 TMs are like the worst. Oh yeah, you have to find 3 EVs then, because you can only get 1 EV in this game, and I don't think breeding it makes sense. Holy shit though, like level 18? That is like gonna one-shot me, dude. That's so strong. And I know the rest of his team isn't that strong, but like, that just seems like a lot, man. Level 18 Spearow feels strong on Rival 3. We'll fight. Yes, fighting has also seen a lot of big changes. So like I said, take a peek at our stream we're gonna do on no, sorry, not stream, but the video we're probably gonna put up next week. We're gonna look at those, like, I think we're gonna do move changes first. But what are you saying? Something in the brick break range. Yeah, so submission will be improved. I'm trying to think what other fighting moves have been added. Fighting is in a better place for sure. Like, the kicks have been buffed. Crystal Legacy changes. So like, jump kick is 80, high jump kick is 100. That kind of stuff. Pidgeon, my favorite evolution. Maybe other fossil in Safari Zone. I don't know if I like that, honestly, but something. More items in caves. Maybe. Also, like, Rattatas. Rattata's color palette is so bad, dude. Why is it brown? Also, Growlithe. Growlithe is brown. It's probably... Dude, Oddish honestly feels pretty great with just Absorb. Like, it's healing. What is Clefable? A level 9 Clefable. Let's send a Mega Punch off. See what happens. Come on. Okay. That's because I'm level 9 and got growled. Dude. This is a hard fight. Like, this is a serious battle. And I guess it's like, that's yellow and that's the challenge. Yeah, Karate Chop has also been made fighting. Surf and Strength in separate locations, kind of agree with that. I hate how it's like at the same time, but like changing that makes it probably easy to like sequence break and stuff. So I don't know if I would want to change that. Yeah, everyone wants strength as fighting type. As one of those things that like on the surface, like if you haven't like really been in the depths of this, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Giving a really strong fighting move to over half the Pokemon in the game, as you might expect, really changes the meta and changes the entire experience of the game. And I am stupid because anyway. So it's like a really hard no, but I know where you're coming from. Because like, you're like, yeah, like, I don't know, it looks like a fighting move to me. Like, you know, it's just, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. I suppose maybe it doesn't affect sequence breaking because like gyms and stuff, but like, okay. The purpose of this game is to feel like the original. And if you move like a really important item like that just because you think like it would make it better, like, yes, but then how many people are going to be like, I can't find strength. Strength isn't, you know what I mean? Like that really affects the game. And like for how much benefit, like, is it really that necessary? I don't think so. That's my take on that. Joshua, is Jolteon best option for blue as he will already get Gyarados and Arcanine? I feel like Jolteon will probably be blue's best option no matter what, because like we're going to do the same. I don't know if I can answer that, but like unanimously, no matter what, it's going to be the best option because Jolteon is the best. But yeah, we've been talking about maybe making blue's team. Oh my God, Pikachu, stop getting crit. Like maybe making blue's team more reminiscent of red and blue. You know? Vaporeon. I feel like Jolteon is definitely the best evolution. Yeah, Ghost is a bite type. Thought long and hard about that. I was really for it. I was pushing it, but the more I think about it, the more it feels weird. So. Bite type. Just go for the double slap. But sorry, dark type. Bite is ghost type. Sorry guys, I've been off the last 2 weeks. I'm getting back into it. That's funny. Sound cuts out when I do speed up because the speed up is really annoying. The sped up sound. So we're just going fast now. And rather than it just go fast. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. This shoulder sure is being annoying, huh? Okay, we're going to nerf this thing, and then we're going to hit it with Pikachu. It's the only way now. Okay. Pikachu comes in. Misses. Thundershock. Pikachu. Don't let me down. Oh, Pikachu, you let me down. Pikachu, don't let me down. Oh, come on. Yes! Let's go, Pikachu. No AI changes. Probably. But, you know the whole agility situation in this game. Blue's team starts getting agility, like his Pidgeot gets agility, and I don't know, I think like doesn't like his Lance's Dragonairs get a stat boosting psychic move, and then because the AI sees that it's like a psychic move, they're like, oh, that's super effective against this Venusaur, and then they just spam agility until they die. We're gonna fix that, and the way we fixed it, which is like, I think it's kind of like a clever way to do it, is just make agility normal move. Make, you know, all those moves normal, and now they won't be so abusable. It's not perfect, and maybe we should make it the bird type, the same we're gonna do a struggle. God mother effing damn it, Pikachu. I know you're low level, but like, stop getting crit, man. We're just gonna have to go to Vulpix here. Oh, that waterfall. You see that? It's kind of fun. We gave Goldeen early waterfall. It's pretty sick. Oh my god, Rafa with another 20 bomb. Chat. I need to see hearts in the chat, okay? Hearts in the chat right now for this legend. So for the other fossil, what if it escaped its enclosure at the zoo and beating Coca triggers you finding it in the safari zone? That way you still see the Easter egg of it being donated. I'll write it down. That might be a lot of code to script for the game. But you know, maybe after the E4 even. Maybe even after the E4. So yeah, I like that idea. I think that's a really nice consideration. You'd see it in the move select screen. Yeah, I suppose you would, but like, I guess normal is probably fine. The only thing is that it just means it's like, you know, if you have a ghost type move, if you have a ghost type Pokemon and agility is normal, like Dragonite's never going to use agility. But that's a whole lot better than Dragonite spamming agility against Gengar because it thinks, you know, Psychic is good against poison. So normal isn't super effective against anything, and that's why I like it as the type for those moves, because then you can't quite abuse the AI so much. We're definitely not ready for Misty. Let's give these rare candies to Pikachu. Whoa, what was that? Oh god. I believe we have found our first glitch, ladies and gentlemen. 8, 7, 11, and 8. That looks like a early level Pikachu stat. Cool. This is why we playtest. This is why we playtest right here. Okay, so because Pikachu probably has the stat buff, the thing, using a rare candy on Pikachu rips Pikachu. What does that mean? Like, maybe I'm just gonna have to reset. I don't know when the last time I saved was. Oh, thank God. Okay. Our Pikachu's good. Rare candy. What happens if you use it on Pidgeotto? Pidgeotto grew to level 2. 63 speed. Oh no. Okay, it happens on anything. It must be because of the badge boost. Yeah, okay. Rare candies. That's good. That's great. That's the first thing we've encountered so far. Rare candies, bug, Pokemon, stats, and level. I've been holding off on playing it because I want the ultimate experience. So we have promised a Kanto expansion for Crystal Legacy, and I was getting kind of tired of Crystal Legacy. I think everyone like got it and then got to, you know, like played it. Maybe you played it twice, or maybe you played it 3 times. I didn't want to just like, okay, now we got to do another Crystal thing. Like, to me, I was like, I think I'm gonna start getting tired of Crystal. Let's move on to something else. So honestly, like, I have no date whatsoever. My current like timeline doesn't even see that being done in 2024. Like, it's like something eventually when I feel like doing it, but for now I don't really have a plan. Like, it's Yellow Legacy and then it's probably Emerald. So if you're gonna like wait till that version, you're not gonna be able to play that for like a year. I would say just play this. Like, this is what we finished now is true Crystal Legacy. What we're gonna add is gonna be 2.0, which is gonna get kind of creative and kind of out there and not really in line with the original vision for Kanto's side, because Kanto wasn't able. Basically, like, we're gonna complete Kanto because it wasn't able to be completed, and that's gonna take a lot of creative liberties. And in that, it's no longer really going to be true to Crystal because you're going to be changing a lot. So I would just play it. I would just play it. Yeah. Like I said, I think if I just keep grinding out Crystal, like, I'm just going to get very sick of it. So yeah. Pikachu has increased badge boost. Doesn't that make agility absolutely broken? Yes. But it's already pretty broken. And it only applies to the end game where Pikachu's pretty bad. So I wouldn't say it'll make it broken. Why not have Wild, Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon, Cerulean Cave after Mewtwo? Feels kind of weird to me, to be honest. This doesn't really seem like a natural thing. I suppose because it's Cerulean Cave, anything goes, which is the nice thing about Cerulean Cave. It's like, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, god damn it. Why did I do that? We want Vulpix to get experience. Also, Clefable is sitting here at level 9. It's really hard to run a team of 6 all the way through. We had a Sing. Nice. Did some Mega Punches. Nice. Let's go, Clefable. Big level up. Can we do it again? Oh my god, Clefable is accurate. Oh my god. Bro, with early Sing, Clefable is kind of cracked. Part of me wonders if sleep moves should be put later, because they're so good. I feel like I missed a dono. Why not have Wild Oh, right. Yeah, have Bill give EVs at Dex 50 and 100. Super, super valid. Yeah, something to consider. Yeah, and like trade evolutions are the exact same as they were in Crystal Legacy. The only thing I've considered is maybe Alakazam should be even later because it's that good. But if Psychics are checked enough with Bug and Ghost moves, I think we'll just leave it at 42. Three main Pokemon. Yeah, it's pretty hard to run 6 at this point in the game. Let's go to Pikachu. I just want to get Pikachu stronger for the Misty fight. We'll see how things are at that point. Alakazam are in E4 champ. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Oh, Dream Eater on Exeggutor. I didn't even know it learns that. I'll write it down. Dream Eater on Exeggutor. I don't know, man. Sing is just so busted. Like Sleep is so busted in this game. It's kind of just like a free kill. Like I feel like Sleep should be a later sort of feature. Yeah, it's only 55% accurate, but it takes a turn to wake up, you know? That does a lot. Okay. I think we win. Because even if it woke up, it doesn't attack on that turn. Yeah, Vulpix's back sprite needs work for sure. Yeah, I like Dream Eater for ghost types. I think that is a natural... Oh, that was weird. Feels like the natural move. Appreciate your dedication to these old games. I was wondering if Hitmonchan could properly make use of the special punches. Yeah, that's a great question. I've been thinking about that. You know, do you make Hitmonchan a special? Right? So Hitmonlee gets the what's Hitmonlee? Okay, this is what I was thinking. Make Hitmonlee the physical guy, so high special attack. No, let's do that again. High attack and high defense. And then make Hitmonchan the high special attack and special defense. I like it. They're both. I know they're both high special defense, but I don't know what they are in Gen 1 when it's just special. Hitmonlee is attack, Hitmonchan is defense. I just want Hitmonchan to make use of its moves. I hate the Hitmons. They're the hardest group of Pokemon to balance. And it's because they are oddly statted. They're slow. Dude, Oddish kind of good. They're slow. Their stat distributions don't make sense for what they are. Like, they have high special defense, but they're like attacking Pokemon. I really hate them. I really do not like that line. Like, just in terms of balancing, they're not very good. And it's just like there's no obvious answer. Like, again, it's one of those things. Like, it's easy to like throw out an idea and a suggestion, like, and be like, yeah. But as you get into like the depths of doing this, you start to realize like how everything works together, and then you're like, well, like if we just make Hitmonlee like that, like what I want it to be, then it's not really that Pokemon anymore. And that's the whole thing about this series is it's you know, it's trying to keep it true. So like, you know, this thing is meant to be like fast. Well, it's not very good, so we'll make it a little more fast. You know, it's like making it a little bit more itself is fine. But once you start just changing all its stats because it doesn't feel right, like then you get out of the idea, you know? Where's Hitmonorez? That's funny. There's a Raichu Electrode trainer at Cinnabar. You can do the reverse. Yes. But we don't want Raichu available until after E4. But yeah, Ardith, is exactly what we're thinking. Just put a Raichu trade so you can complete the Pokedex. Haven't been keeping up with the streams, but are you going to retain bug type cut? Yes, Nina. Nine the Puma, sorry. Yes, that will remain a thing. Because, well, frankly, it's very needed. What's TM45? Whirlwind or something? Thunderwave? It's not bad, I suppose. Like, honestly, on Clefable, that's all right. I'd get rid of Growl. We'll leave that guy alone because he's the Mew guy. He doesn't want to add moves, Pokemon, or mechanics. Watch the last video I put out. If you're unfamiliar with like what this series is, and you're just like, I like this idea because it's what I want. There's kind of like some strict like sort of guidelines behind the whole concept of Yellow Legacy and the Legacy series, and keeping it true to the original games. And a lot of people just like to throw ideas because like they want it. So I really recommend you watch the video we just put out, and then everything will hopefully make sense, and you'll be able to make suggestions that are actually like something that might be considered rather than just like something that's just going to get glazed over because it's like you don't understand the assignment, you know? So just try to be clear with that. Maybe make it a mixed attacker while keeping some bulk, but give it meditate like Hitmonlee. Yeah, something like that. We actually have raised Abra's encounter rate because catching Abra is annoying. Purely quality of life. If you want to Abra, you're going to do it. So we just made it a little easier. If you're Nuzlocking, you're still probably not going to catch one. I don't know what I'm looking for here. I guess that's it. Let's go fight. Let's go fight Misty. Yeah, there's some Pokemon that just aren't in the game. Like apparently Golem isn't. Also, I'm pretty sure Poliwrath isn't in the game. Blaine needs Magmar. Yep. Gym leader rematches. I hope we can do that. I think it would be nice to add a little bit of post game content. Maybe an E4 rematch. Where I don't know, Lance is the champion. It'd only be 4 people because you're the champion. I don't know. Whoa, it would be crazy if in the E4 rematch, Lance is now champion, and maybe you added I guess you couldn't add Karen, obviously, because she's that. But what would you add? Like Will, I guess. Oh, Koga, true. Right? Like, that'd be kind of cool. If E4... See, in my head, I was like, Koga's already... I didn't say Koga because I was like, well, I thought... Yeah, I was like, well, Koga's already an Elite Four member. If E4 rematch, add Koga, question mark. Dude, that would be so sick. Rematch, and Koga is the first Elite Four member, right? And so think about it, right? Because he's like the bottom of the barrel, but then Agatha retires, so he goes up and Will comes in. And in my head, Agatha is kind of just replaced by Karen because they're kind of the same vibe. Agatha is all about menacing and scary looking Pokemon. She's not a poison type trainer. She's like menacing and evil looking Pokemon, which is why she's got all those ghosts. Are we ready? Misty. This fight isn't a whole lot different because Vulpix is bad, and that's like the only really new thing because Oddish is obtainable by here. Although Oddish has had its Absorb buffed to 30 base power. Is that the only different Pokemon we have on our team? Poliwag, I suppose, is something new. I'm really curious how Pikachu even performs in this fight. Like, it's not great, right? Like, not even half on a Thundershock. I love that she uses the next defend. Redeem Blue. Yeah, I want to give him his old team back. Plus Eevee. Replacing the starter. Okay. I mean... Wait, my camera just went out? Sorry, guys. Give it a second. I think it's overheated. You just have to... Just give it like a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, Starmie is not purple, and it kind of hurts my soul. Okay, that was expected. That's fine. Nice try, you know. We got a 20 bomb, an Australian 20 bomb from Michael, who says, "Hey, Pat. Let's give some hearts in the chat. I need to see full hearts, okay? I need to see just hearts in the chat. What did I just get hit with? Oh, it has confusion now. Right, we gave the Starmie line confusion. It's not that we've changed Misty's learn set specifically, but yeah. Oh, we're losing. We're losing so hard, dude. We're losing so hard unless we get crazy lucky. Bro. Might have to lower this to 21, man. Holy. It's going to come down to sing luck, I think. I like that yellow is hard, though. Like, I prefer it to be hard over, like, crystal being so easy. Oh, no. It's a level 11. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. But, oh no. Okay, so Starmie wakes up. Dude, sleep is so OP in this game, man. Oh, also the defense boost. I forgot about that. I was like, man, it is stab. Like, I knew it wasn't going to do a lot, but we're just getting ridiculously lucky on this. Dude, this is a tense fight. Stop hardening. Village says, one more question. Is Parasect going to have any good buffs? Maybe like earlier Spore. Dude, because Poison is super effective against Bug, it has 4 times weaknesses. Parasect is really bad. But anyway, this Starmie is kind of cracked. Like, we're getting so lucky on sleeps, but it just keeps waking up, and it just keeps using Harden. Okay, I think we just got to hit a Sing. We're probably dead to one shot here, unless its special is... Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, we're getting so lucky. We're getting so lucky. It's a 55% chance. I guess we just go into Poliwag. And honestly, at this point, Water Gun is going to do more because it's so defensive now. Oh my god. Let's try a double slap. Maybe we'll get a lucky crit and 5-hit. But oh, we're gonna lose this. We're gonna lose this. We'll try again. This is not this is not good. That was a 5-hit. Oh, what's up, Michael? So just watch the past live stream on the SmithPlays. So proud of how far you've come. Keep it up. I really appreciate that, man. I'm out of curiosity. I don't know if anyone watched that on my main, like my big channel, the SmithPlays. I don't know if anyone watched that. I'm sure there are some SmithPlays fans here. Poliwag is doing it, dude. This is insane. This is insane. This is the most ridiculous fight I've ever watched in my life. Anyway, Michael, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. If we can hit the Sing here. It misses? It misses again? And we hit the Sing. Dude, this is going to be the saddest loss ever because we've come so close. This is insane. Okay, we're just going for Mega Punches here. Oh! Oh my god. Okay. 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 Vulpix has quick attack. Let's go, dude! I feel like a Pokemon master. If you are not subscribed, you have to subscribe for that performance. If you don't, nothing will happen whatsoever, but I will be sad because I like to see the number go up. So just subscribe. Holy shit. Holy dude. That was... Dude, that crit mattered. Yes. That crit mattered. And to be fair, crit calculation means it was probably like a 1 in 5 or something, but like... What the hell, dude? So you're saying there's a chance. All right, chat. I think that has been a really nice way to show off the start of this game. The only thing else I would really be able to show moving forward is just some new encounters. But I think that gives a really good idea of what you're hopefully looking at for this so far. Keep in mind, no trainer teams have been adjusted. Keep in mind, a lot of moves and learn sets still have to be balanced. A lot of Pokemon still have to be balanced. This is like pre-alpha, as someone said. So, yeah, a lot to change. But if you like what you've seen, hopefully you're excited for the future of this. Nine the Puma says, can I give you $5 instead? Also, have you considered... Thank you. But have you considered increasing the level curve so that you're not 5 levels under Misty? You mean decreasing the level curves? Definitely could add more trainers to boost that level curve, but like, it's tough. If anything, I feel like lower the level curve. But at the same time, running 6 Pokemon is pretty rare in Yellow. Like, you don't start with 6 Pokemon because it's just you see where we're at. Even if I had like 4, I think we'd be in a much better spot. I just wanted to see how the new encounters I've added played. Marcus Grant says that fight deserves a super chat. That was ridiculous. That was like one of the most lucky fights I've ever seen. We hit almost every sleep. We got misses when we need it, and we got 2 crits when we need it. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, when Poliwag was in and it just kept hitting 5s. Thank you. Official Nick G just pointing out that my first encounter of Crystal Legacy was an uncatchable shiny Pidgey. Oh my god. Okay, there goes my thing again. That is insane. That is ridiculous. And can we get can we get some F's in the chat for official Nick G? Because that is I know I've seen that happen to someone before, and it's not fun. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that. We've also got Michael Kubik. Welcome to champion status. And I think that's everything. Thank you guys for the Fs. And yeah, if you're just getting in here, you just missed it, just watch the thing all the way through. You'll get all the info. We covered pretty much everything. We've got so much more to do, but this was great for me, guys, to just feel out this game again, rolling back into the new year. Like, I've had some time away. I'm feeling fresh. This live stream really got me excited for this, honestly. Feeling really good. So yeah. Oh, one last question from Super Saiyan. Level scaling gyms. The only ones that it would make sense for is Sabrina and Koga. And if we can implement it into this janky code, we're going to do it. Craig was already asking me what I think. I said, absolutely. I was like, honestly, the question is, can you do it, Craig? So yeah, if it's possible, yes. If not, it's the code. It's not our decision. Anyway, yeah. There you go. We'll leave it on that. Guys, the support, I'm feeling it for Yellow Legacy, our most ever watched live stream on this channel. Really means a lot. Really has me a little fired up for this now. So thank you once again. And I will see you with a new video next week. There goes my camera. Much love. Peace.